Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And in this video, this is part 3 of my extensive interview with Boris and Aravik from Minexcoin. Please do listen to part 1 and part 2. I will have them in the description below if you haven't already. And we start by continuing the conversation regarding the Minexcoin credit cards. That's right, Minexcoin credit cards, not the debit cards or payment cards, credit cards. So do go back and listen to the previous section so you're fully up to date with what's happening. Please click the like button, comment. Thank you so much for your comments so far. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know with other interviews that are coming up, because we're not done yet. There will be another. There is more to follow. All right, enjoy. When am I getting my credit card, please? I'd like one made of silver, solid silver MNX.
Oh my.
We'll make to you a special offer.
When do you think the credit cards will be out?
Я уверен в том, что они будут точно в этом году.
I'm sure, absolutely sure that they will be out this year.
Okay.
Но до конца года мы их точно запустим.
And by the end of the year, we'll issue them for sure.
Right.
Многое будет зависеть от моих переговоров в Лондоне.
And many things depend on my negotiations in London.
Yes. And hopefully we shall get to meet when you come to London in the next few weeks or so.
Okay.
All right. I know we've covered this. So going through the questions again, the values in, well, the credit card plus the other things that you're creating as part of the Minex system ecosystem, which we'll come to. The algorithm is linked to the dollar value.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, this was something, when I sent the questions, there was a jump in the price of Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
And the MNX hasn't followed the jump in the price when Bitcoin bounced up from $6,000. And then also lately, it's been that the price of MNX has gone down, even though the price of Bitcoin has been going up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just want to explain that?
Он говорит, что стоимость биткоина в свое время резко возросла, в то же время для держателей монеты было удивлением, что Minexcoin не последовал за ним, а потом сейчас цена монеты спускается, несмотря на то, что биткоин оправляется от своего падения.
Это как раз, это абсолютно нормально, это правильно, это показывает для меня,
This is actually a normal action.
Что Minexcoin рассматривается как альтернатива биткоину, даже сейчас.
And it shows me that even now Minexcoin is pictured as an alternative to Bitcoin.
Потому что когда цена биткоина падала,
because when the Bitcoin price was down,
многие обменивали биткоин на Minexcoin.
Many people were exchanging it into Minexcoin.
И тогда цена Minexcoin росла.
And then the price of Minexcoin was up.
Right.
Абсолютно понятно, что если цена биткоина растет,
and it is actually understandable that if the price of Bitcoin is up,
многие переходят, выходят из Minexcoin, переходят в
many sell
биткоин.
Minexcoin and go into Bitcoin.
Right.
С одной стороны, это плохо.
From one point of view, it is a bad thing.
Но с другой стороны,
But on the other point of view,
это так, как должно быть.
this is
Это
how it should
показывает,
be.
что Minexcoin рассматривается как альтернатива.
And it shows that Minexcoin is considered as an alternative to other cryptocurrencies.
Right. No, that makes sense, and that's quite common with alternative coins, that Bitcoin goes up, people move out of those coins to go into Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin goes down, then move into, and I know during the bear market very recently, and I think I might have done 1 or 2 videos where I was moving into MNX coin because I was making more money there than I was just by holding Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, then And it's also simple supply and demand. In the end, you can't make people buy Minexcoin, or you can't stop them from selling it, right?
Yeah, we don't have guns.
No. What is the time lag for the algo to adjust to dramatic changes in the price of Bitcoin? And I say here C10, which means the top 10 cryptocurrencies. How long does it take for the algo to adjust?
Временной лаг?
Ну да, какой, чтобы алгоритм срабатывал.
Временного лага в срабатывании алгоритма нет.
There is no specific time lag.
Есть не временной лаг, а лаг по объемам торгов.
There is a lag on trading volumes.
Многие спрашивали, почему, когда цена растет, то сразу алгоритм работает.
Many asked why when the price is rising, the algo works immediately.
А когда цена падает,
And when
то
the price
долго.
is down, it takes so much time.
Yes.
Это происходит потому, что алгоритм оценивает объемы.
Algo measures the volumes.
Если вы посмотрите на график,
If you look at the graphs,
имею в виду объемы торгов.
I mean the trading volume graphs.
Посмотрите на график, и вы увидите,
Look at them,
что когда цена
and you will see
растет,
that when the
то
price is up,
увеличивается объем.
the trading volume is up.
И
It's
поэтому
increased.
алгоритм отрабатывает быстрее.
So that's why the algo works faster.
Right.
А снижается цена
When the
как
price
раз
goes
при
down,
снижении объема.
it happens exactly when the trading volume is down.
Okay.
Increased.
Поэтому и алгоритм отрабатывает
So
медленно.
the algo works out slowly.
Okay. Okay, very good, very good. Thank you. Because that's answered a couple of the questions here. So the algo also measures the trading volume as well as the price changes of the different top 10 coins. You said in the interview that you did in Russian that it collects other information as well. Can you say what other information it collects?
Вы говорили в интервью на русском, что алгоритм также учитывает еще какие-то факторы. Вы
Да,
можете
конечно.
перечислить, какие еще?
Он учитывает много факторов,
It takes into account many factors, including...
таких как, я сейчас попытаюсь
I'll
вспомнить
try to
все,
remind them all.
но я не уверен, что я смогу вспомнить все. Это объемы торгов,
The trading volumes,
это скорость изменения цены.
the speed of the price changes.
То есть если цена падает или растет медленно,
If the price increases or decreases slowly,
алгоритм больше уверен в правильности принятия
the
решения.
algo is more sure about its
Мы
decisions.
заложили этот показатель, скорость изменения цены,
We inputted this
специально
parameter of the speed of this price change.
специально для того, чтобы алгоритм не реагировал на ситуативные моментальные пампы и дампы.
This has been done just to prevent algo from triggering from those, sudden price rises or dumps, like dumps
Чтобы
and pumps.
алгоритм не реагировал на пампы и дампы.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Let's go on.
Кроме того, надо сказать, что кроме того, алгоритм учитывает количество монет,
The algo takes into account the number of coins
находятся на паркинге.
which are now parked.
Скорость изменения этого объема, то есть если
And the speed of changing this volume, the volume of the parked coins.
То есть, если алгоритм видит,
If
что
algo
из паркинга
sees that
выводят деньги,
they take away the coins from parked coins,
он увеличивает, он склонен увеличивать паркинг.
it increases the parking rates.
Если видит, что резко увеличивается,
But if the algo sees that the number of parked coins increased,
уменьшается тариф.
it decreased the rates.
Right.
И много других, то есть алгоритм учитывает много
So the
других.
algo takes into account many parameters.
Very good. Very good.
Not only the market price.
Okay. I have a question about the algo that is not on here. But before I ask that, this is to everybody. If you're parking your coins, please cancel your parkings so the interest rate goes up and I can park more. Please do that. Okay. Now, on a more serious note, who came up with the idea of the algorithm, and how and why, and how did you write it, and who wrote it?
Смотрите, у нас есть центральный банк.
Look, we have central bank
в
Yes.
Украине.
in Ukraine.
Я являюсь членом Совета Национального банка.
I'm a member of the board of the National Bank.
Right.
И поэтому я понимаю, как
So I
ведет
understand
себя
how it behaves.
алгоритм Национального банка по отношению к гривне.
So I understand how the National Bank algo behaves to Ukrainian hryvnia, the national currency.
Перед тем, как запустить MinexBank,
So before starting MinexBank,
я очень много раз дискутировал об этом алго в рамках Национального банка.
I discussed this
с сотрудниками.
algo with the National Bank of Ukraine employees,
Yeah, mathematicians, economists.
physicists.
И да, его разрабатывали на основе вот представления о том, как должен работать, идеально должен работать.
So the algo was elaborated on this basis on how ideally should the bank work.
Не только мной, я просто высказывал свое.
And it wasn't only me or my idea. I only told about my vision.
Right.
Профессиональным экономистам из двух
I
университетов.
told my visions to professional economists from 2 universities.
И они рассчитывали это.
And they were calculating and elaborating this algo.
Поэтому нельзя говорить, что это моя идея.
So I can say that it is entirely my idea.
Это то, что применяется во всем мире.
This is actually what works
Федеральной резервной
worldwide.
системой, Банком Англии,
Federal Reserve System and the Bank of England,
и
any national bank you name it.
Okay, great. All right, thank you for that. Thank you. Now, some of the questions here I think we've covered. But one, I'm going to answer this and then you add anything. How do you plan to raise the volume of the MNX coins? And I imagine that will happen as the ecosystem develops, with the credit card, with the decentralized exchange, with the merchant system. All those things will raise the volume and people will transact more in MNX.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, and then you've said about how...
неверно что-то сказал, ты можешь добавить. Ну, все описал правильно.
Абсолютно.
You've said it all ever so correct.
Okay. Now it says here, can you please take out the price prediction of $55,000 out of the white paper?
Уберите, пожалуйста, из белой бумаги.
Someone's made it. That's not a question, that's a request.
Почему?
Why?
I think people have said in their perspective, it makes Minexcoin look scammy.
На самом деле, окей, мы можем более детально объяснить эту цифру.
Well, actually, we can explain this in our new edited white paper in more details.
You know, сейчас в мире
now in the world,
долларов 13,7 триллиона долларов.
There are $13.7 trillion in the world.
И этот объем долларов может обеспечить мировую торговлю.
Volume of dollars can supply all the worldwide trading.
Если этот объем будет меньше,
if it is smaller,
он просто не сможет обеспечить необходимую мировую торговлю в необходимых объемах.
It will not be able to cover the world trading in the necessary volumes.
Мы не говорим о том, что MinexCoin в ближайшем будущем будет использоваться государствами в качестве средства
We are not telling that in the next several years Minexcoin is going to be used by governments as a payment system.
Но приватная торговля
But private trading
в мире использует $1 триллион.
Actually uses $1 trillion.
Это объем, который необходим для того,
This
чтобы
volume
осуществлялась
is
приватная
necessary
торговля.
for private trading.
Именно поэтому мы можем рассматривать, мы установили целью.
That's why we set some kind of goal.
Чтобы Minexcoin использовался в качестве
For the Minexcoin to be used as a payment system instead of money worldwide.
И поэтому мы для этого необходимо достичь уровня капитализации в $1 триллион.
So we must achieve the $1
trillion.
So we must achieve the $1 trillion capitalization level.
Если этого не будет,
If
то
we don't do
Minexcoin
it,
не сможет использоваться
Minexcoin would not be able to use
all over the world.
Okay.
Какие-то частные транзакции.
It will then stay for some private tiny transactions.
Okay. Wow. Well, if you win that, I need to get more Minexcoin before we reach $1 trillion in market cap.
Надо брать еще больше Minexcoin'ов, пока мы достигнем этой капитализации.
Я думаю, не из-за этого.
I think not because of that.
Okay. Then a question I missed. Somebody asked, how many Bitcoin and US dollars do you have? And what percentage of that is available to intervene in the MNX BTC market?
Сколько у вас биткоинов и долларов, и какой процент из них доступны для того, чтобы совершать интервенции на рынке Minexcoin?
MinexBank с самого начала его работы до сегодняшний день, не выходил с интервенциями на маркет.
MinexBank, as at this moment, have never intervened into market from the very first day of the tradings.
Right.
Почему?
Why is that?
Потому что сейчас в этом нет необходимости.
Because there is no need for the intervention at this moment.
Я прекрасно понимаю, почему сейчас цена падает.
I understand clearly why the price is going down at the moment.
Это объяснимо
It is easy to explain.
Из-за задержки в выпуске новых продуктов.
This is most probably because of the delay of some products release.
Я просто пытаюсь сказать, что сегодняшняя цена Minexcoin не является релевантной, отвечающей.
I'm just trying to say that current Minexcoin price is not relevant, actually.
Okay.
Я не могу сейчас сказать, то есть у нас биткоинов в распоряжении компании MinexSystems есть объем биткоинов, долларов, но в MinexBank нет ни биткоинов, ни долларов. Есть только MNX.
I can say you right now about the BTC or USD numbers, but Minex we have them, but we have them in MinexSystems company. MinexBank has only Minexcoins.
Right.
Нужно сказать еще, что меня поражает стремление людей к тому, чтобы MinexBank вмешивался в интервенциями на рынке.
For MinexBank to intervene into market.
Потому что MinexBank будет зарабатывать на разнице.
Because if MinexBank intervenes, it will gain some money from this difference in the rates.
Он не будет терять деньги.
It will not lose money for sure.
Если MinexBank как только вмешается MinexBank интервенциями, это будет означать, что MinexBank понял, что вот на сегодняшнем курсе можно заработать.
If a Minex Bank now goes and intervenes into the market, it means that Minex Bank understands that it can earn some money by trading from the current price.
From this level of price.
From this level of price.
И поэтому абсолютно не заинтересовано сообщество в том, чтобы Minex Bank выходил с конференции.
So actually the community should not be interested at all for the Minex Bank interventions into market.
Потому что чудес не бывает. Если в Minex банке больше станет денег, то у кого-то их станет меньше.
Because you know, if we have more money in the Minex Bank, someone has less money.
Right, okay. And under what conditions would Minex Bank intervene in the market?
Под какими же условиями банк будет делать интервенцию?
Окей, сейчас можно, я не знаю, какая может быть ситуация, но...
I can't say about what kind of situation it should be.
Вот если через 15 минут...
But for example, if in 15 minutes...
цена Minexcoin будет $1.
Minexcoin price drops down to $1.
Minex Bank выкупит все Minexcoin.
Minex Bank will surely buy all the Minexcoins from the market.
Okay.
А потом будет продавать по 20.
And then it will sell it for $20.
Okay, and hopefully increase the interest rates.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, thank you. Now you haven't said how many Bitcoin and US dollars you have to intervene.
В Minex банке у нас нету биткоинов или долларов.
But we don't have Bitcoins or US dollars in Minex Bank.
Right, you have it in MinexSystems to develop the ecosystem.
Да, в MinexSystems у нас есть достаточно денег для разработки на протяжении 2 лет.
We have enough money to continue development within for some 2 years period.
Okay. Okay, now this is the growth rate per annum. Now, currently, I'm going to say this a bit differently than in the actual question. The current memorandum is 84.88% for 12 months. But the memorandum is only 6 months long. So is it that over the term of the memorandum, which is I think until September, beginning of September, the growth rate is 84.88% divided by 2? Is that right?
I will explain you.
Okay, please.
Когда у нас второй меморандум вышел? 1 марта? До 1 марта этого года.
Until first March of 2018.
Действовал условие первого меморандума.
First memorandum was valid.
Это означало, что
That meant
от уровня $20, зафиксированного на 1 января,
that after the $20 level, which was fixed on the date of January 1st,
до 1 марта
until 1st March,
действовал первый меморандум,
the first memorandum was valid,
который предусматривал рост на уровне 36% годовых.
It had 47.2%.
Something like that, yeah.
Это значит, что за 2 месяца
that means that
курс рассчитывался $120 плюс 42,7 разделить на 12 и умножить на 2.
He's talking mathematics with me.
Arabic. Do you speak any other languages?
Russian, Ukrainian,
and English.
And English.
Maybe you could speak some language that he doesn't understand and see how he likes it.
Armenian.
42,7%.
So you
Это годовой уровень.
42.7% was a yearly rate.
Yes.
Поэтому для того, чтобы рассчитать, насколько
Calculate
цену Minexcoin на 1 марта,
the Minexcoin price for the March 1st,
нужно 42,7 разделить на 12
42.7 you should divide into 12
и умножить на 2.
and then multiply to 2.
И потом прибавить этот процент к $20.
And add this percent to that basic $20 price.
Это где-то около, то есть $20 плюс
$20 plus
примерно
approximately
7%.
7%.
Примерно 7%. Это значит, что к 1 марта цена
So it means
должна,
that by March 1st,
таргет цены был 21
the target price of the
и
Minexcoin was
$0,4.
$21.4.
С 1 марта стал другой таргет
After March
увеличения цены,
1st, we had another
который
price target,
зафиксировали в меморандуме.
which was fixed in the second memorandum,
И этот процент 80.
and that percent is 84.88.
Сегодня мы живем, это 1 мая, окей, допустим, сегодня 1 мая.
Now let's say it's May 1st.
Прошло 2 месяца
It's been 2 months
с
since the
начала.
second memorandum came
memorandum.
into force.
Это значит, что сегодняшняя цена
So
Minexcoin,
the current
которая
price
заложена в таргет Minexbank,
of the Minexcoin, which is set for target price as a target price for Minexbank,
Yes.
составляет примерно
is
21,4
approximately
плюс
21.4
12%.
plus 12%. $21.4 plus 12%.
21.4 means at 1st of March,
Yes.
and now 1st of May, it have to be 21.4 plus 12%, nearly 12%.
Of 21.4.
Oh yes, of 21.4. Let's say that
Let me get my calculator out. So
yeah,
21.4.
23.9. 20. It have to be 23.9, 23.8.
Okay, but it's not 23.9 right now.
It's not.
It's not.
So come on, what are you going to do?
MinexBank cannot increase the rates now because it's too much Minex coins on the parkings. Если сейчас MinexBank
If now
повысит,
Minexbank increases rates,
он исправит ситуацию сейчас,
it will of course fix the situation for now,
но ухудшит ситуацию через
but then it
месяц.
will worsen the situation in a month.
Right. Okay. So then the target, say for September, would be let me see. What was it? 12. It would be 12 divided by
84.88
divided by 12
divided
times 6.
Plus 2. Плюс 2%.
84,88 разделить на 12 умножить на 6.
Multiply 6.
Multiply 6.
Yes. So 42.4
Yes.
plus 21.3.
Not 14.
Yes.
So
21.4
20.
plus 42.4%.
Okay. Plus 42.4%. Okay, my calculator. Oh dear. Do you know I was very good at maths at school?
It have to be nearly $30 per MNX.
Okay, so the MinexBank is taking a longer term view. It's not going to adjust the interest rates right now, and it can't because there's so many coins parked. So then the longer term view is by September, it's got to reach the target price. And if it doesn't, and it may not, because for whatever reason, then there'll be a new memorandum.
После действия второго меморандума будет, конечно, третий.
Yes, of course, after the second memorandum finishes its power, there will be the third one.
Sure.
И третий меморандум учтет изменения
and the third memorandum will take into account the price change.
Не только благодаря алгоритму Minexbank, а и тем продуктам, которые будут выпущены до 1 сентября.
And it will consider the price not only
MinexBank algo.
Not only the MinexBank algo thing, but also all the products that will be released by that time.
Right. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on to. I have some questions about legal and marketing. So, what steps are you taking to address the increasing demand for KYC and AML regulation? And are there any legal issues that you would need to address from regulators?
Это то, что не очень нравится нашему комьюнити.
This is what our community doesn't like much.
Но мы должны будем это сделать.
But we will need to do that. We have to do it and we must do it.
Поэтому в проектах карт
So in our projects for cards,
для банкоматов и для
for ATMs and
для wallet,
for the wallet,
мы вынуждены будем сделать прохождение нашими
we will have to implement this authorization
наших клиентов по принципам QIC.
We will need to implement those KYC regular
AML principes. Because если мы этого не сделаем,
because if we don't do that,
то мы будем забанены всеми возможными контролирующими органами.
Will be banned by all known regulators.
Right.
И я не хочу быть втянутым в какие-то вещи, связанные с торговлей наркотиками и незаконными деньгами.
I don't want to be involved in any of the cases with the drug dealing or something that may take place.
Это в первую очередь в моих интересах.
This is in my own interest.
Во вторую очередь это в интересах всей экосистемы.
And of course it's for the entire ecosystem.
Sure. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Then marketing. Why has MNX been so under the radar? There's there's hardly any videos about it on YouTube. It's I think your Medium articles are very clear and very, very well translated, right? But there's just been no marketing. Has this been a deliberate strategy?
Это была такая стратегия сделать такой такой ненавязчивый маркетинг. Что вы такие скрытые.
Еще раз. Крипторич, мы не будем рекламировать монету как монету.
Once again, we are not going to market or promote the coin as a coin.
Right.
It's not just a coin.
Потому что это неправильно.
This is not right.
Потому что в этом случае спрос на монету будет вызван не преимуществами этой монеты,
will be
up
not because of the coin advantages that there are, but
будет, то есть спрос, если мы будем проводить рекламную кампанию монеты,
if you market the coin itself,
то спрос будет обусловлен рекламой,
only because of the marketing and the promotions. Not because of the advantages the coin gives.
Потому что на самом деле у монеты как у таковой нету на самом деле преимуществ.
The coin itself doesn't have any advantages.
Value of the coin, of Minexcoin, определяется приложениями, которые вокруг
Value of the
Minexcoin
Minexcoin is determined by the products and the ecosystem around it.
Поэтому мы, конечно, будем продвигать и рекламировать
So,
те
of
приложения, которые
We
делаем.
will promote the applications we are preparing and developing at the moment.
А уже реклама приложений будет влиять на рекламу Minexcoin.
And the promotions of the application will influence the coin
We're not
marketing.
BitConnect. We will not marketing the coin.
Right. It is the ecosystem. So like when you do the decentralized exchange, you will be,
Sure.
and then of course the credit card, because that's very attractive.
We will make a very strong promote.
Great. Well, just so you know, I'm available.
Okay. Если что, я готов.
Okay. Then onto parking. And some of these questions we may have covered talking about the algo. But so any plans to create a CSV or Excel export feature in the bank? That's actually not a question, it's more of a request. Could you please do that?
Well, we have it in our, we as a support team, we always gather all this feedback and information and have a list for the developers, and we pass it all the time. So they're all aware about the wish the community has and their visions on how our products should work.
Most usable of that.
And then they
конечно, будут имплементироваться в новые версии.
They will, of course, implement the most useful features offered by the community in our next update of the products.
Ну вот, например, просили парковку за 3 месяца
for
или
example,
полгода.
Community asked for the parking periods to be increased for a half year and quarter, and we have it now.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I asked for a fortnightly and 3 monthly. You've done 3 monthly, but not.
Well, 3 monthly is a quarter.
Yes, you've done that. Okay.
What about fortnightly?
Well, I said this to Alexei and also to you when we spoke privately, Boris. I think the Minex Bank is incredibly well designed. As a website, as an application, it is so easy to use. And I have an Android app. It is so easy to use. It's just incredible. And the reviews on the Android app are all glowing. The only thing is...
Мы пытаемся сделать такими же useful все наши
We're trying to make all our applications useful as much as possible.
Well, I think there's something about the design that, like the design, everywhere I look, the design of the whole MNX system is really well thought out. So like the Minex Bank applications, the Telegram, I include how well the Telegram group is run, because somebody sat and thought out, okay, let's have these rules and let's make sure we keep to these rules. So to the design of the credit card, how that's going to work. Everywhere there's this really great design. So that's just an acknowledgement, and thank you very much for that. And I can hear it also in the background, in the thinking that when you explain answers, like the deep thinking that's gone into working out the ecosystem, and that is a long-term game. This is not a pump and dump coin, get rich quick. This is a several-year project. I would only say about the MNX, I don't like the color green. I would prefer light blue, just so you know. Moving on. Okay, so this is a question that I think I can answer. How long will you be paying interest on parking? And I imagine you will be paying interest on parking as long as needed to keep the price stable, and the interest rate might go down, and it's funded by transaction fees from the miners, which will be later on. Okay.
Absolutely correct.
If the volume remains low, well, we've addressed that. Once all the coins are mined in about 30 years, what will happen to the parking mechanism? Well, that will depend upon price volatility, because the algo will decide.
But it's not stopped. Huh?
Yes, it will not stop.
It never stops.
It will not stop. Yep. why is the monthly rate greater than the yearly rate? Well, it's not anymore, tragically. It'll go down. Now, here's one. Reusing addresses is an issue for users because MinexBank address stays constant. This can be bad for privacy and fungibility. Are there any upcoming solutions to this problem?
Can you please clarify? Because
please explain this question because I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it either.
So I don't fully understand this, but I have a couple of MinexBank addresses. Sorry, a Minexcoin addresses in my wallet, and I can keep creating more. But only one address is linked to the bank. Is there a way of linking more addresses?
You can register each of them separately.
But there's no other way, or you're not going to create any other way of having. I could have multiple accounts with the bank.
As a support, we had feedback like I have several addresses which are linked to the bank. Can you guys do it that way that in my bank account I could just switch between the addresses?
Yes.
Is that the thing this question is about?
Yes, I think so.
So we have it in our feedback list, and it is at developers, and if they find it quite safely and convenient, they will do it probably.
I think it will be not so safe.
The CEO says.
Because если вы привязываете несколько... Сам принцип MinexBank,
the principle of the MinexBank,
это некий proof of work.
Is like proof of work.
Some kind of proof of work.
Yeah, a kind of proof of work.
Для того, чтобы получить проценты,
to receive the
нужно
payout,
произвести какую-то работу.
You have to do some work.
Нужно больше узнать о том, как работает блокчейн.
You have to learn more about how blockchain works.
Нужно поставить галочки.
You have to put all ticks in the boxes.
В инпутах и аутпутах.
In inputs, outputs, the coin control.
В wallet.
In your wallet.
Это MinexBank в том числе инструмент для того, чтобы люди больше узнали.
MinexBank is also a tool for the people to learn more about blockchain technologies.
Потому что без этих знаний
Because without knowing about blockchain,
все больше и больше становится просто спекулятивным.
Cryptocurrency simply becomes the matter of speculation.
Without knowledge.
Without knowing the basics of how blockchain works and etc.
Okay.
Мы против того, чтобы криптовалюта становилась просто спекулятивным инструментом.
We don't want the cryptocurrency to become just a speculative tool.
To become a what? Sorry, Arabic?
To become a speculative tool.
Right.
Tools for speculations.
Yes. No, I can understand that. And of course, a lot of people. I mean, I'm going to say I want my holdings to increase in value. You know, my investment in Minexcoin is not a charitable venture. I want a return on my investment.
That's why you parked?
Yeah, that's why I parked. That's right. Okay. All right, that is why I parked. All right, moving on. And by the way, I'm saying this to you two and to everybody. But since the change, I've not sold any of my MNX. I have the same amount of MNX as I had before the change with the blog, and long may my MNX continue to grow. And my son, he came and said hi before we started recording. He's doing the same thing. In fact, he's buying, every now and then he buys more MNX. Okay. Why is the monthly rate?
Он не будет разочарован.
He won't be disappointed for sure.
He won't be disappointed. No, he's 13. He has 27 MNX that he parks. Why is the monthly rate greater than the yearly rate? We've covered that. Reusing addresses, we've covered that. Here's a scenario. I'm not going to read it all, but how long can you keep on giving parking rate rewards and high interest rates? Well, as long as people keep using the coin, and as the ecosystem builds, then the miners will be transacting because they'll be being rewarded, and the bank will get a certain share of the fees. And that's the same here. Minex get their parking payouts by taking commission off the miners. As the commission gets higher, people will stop mining MNX. which won't happen because as the commission gets higher, they'll get more rewards.
Yes, you understand.
Yes, yes. Are there any plans to add a filter function to the MNX bank? Have you been asked this one, Aravik?
Yeah, again, I recognize some of the questions like suggestions to us.
Great, okay. Now, moving on to atomic swaps. Or before we do so, would you like to take another break?
Okay. Для начала нужно сказать, давайте сразу скажем, что Atomic Swap это не сама цель, это не цель.
Atomic Swap is not a target.
Таргетом является децентрализованная биржа.
The main target is decentralized exchange.
Которая должна использовать Atomic Swap.
And it uses Atomic Swap for its operations.
Great, okay. Well, before we go on to discuss atomic swaps and the decentralized exchange, would you like to take another break? And then we'll come back.
Yeah, okay.